Hey fiends, welcome to Evie's Movie Nook. I'm Evie, and this is my Nook. So some of you know me from X/Twitter. We still call it Twitter in this house. Others may know me from Goth and Sunny. Not that I've done anything with that for like 2 years.
I know, I'm sorry!
I promise I will get back to Goth and Sunny at some point. It's just unfortunately my creativity has kind of had a bit of a crash over the last couple of years. So I'm kind of doing this to try to kind of build my creativity back up again, but also because I love showing off my physical media collection. And really, who doesn't? Plus, with doing these videos for this channel, I feel a bit more comfortable. I can be more myself. I know Goth and Sunny was the two sides of myself, but I don't have to wear makeup. I can just be here and talk about movies, and it's fantastic. So as I said, basically this channel is going to be going over my physical media collection. I'll probably do like little mini movie reviews and stuff like that too. Most of this is going to be about horror, but not entirely. So without further ado, let's take a look at the overall of my physical media collection and how it's organized. So to start, I have to bring you into my bedroom, which is where I keep a couple of my favorites. As you can see here, I do have The Craft twice. It's because one is a 4K and one is a Blu-ray. And that is not a double of The Crow, that is The Crow City of Angels, which people don't seem to like. I do like it, so there, haha. Now before I get into my horror collection, I'm going to show everything else that I have because that's way smaller than what I have for horror. So, starting with fantasy. This is my fantasy collection up here. Or my fantasy shelf, I should say. And then below that, we have action/superheroes. Then underneath that, we have comedy. This is just straight up comedy. Then we move over to the other shelf, and this is drama/rom-coms. I'm not very big on rom-coms. I usually just consider them to be comedy, but I figured they would fit in fairly well with the dramas. Then below that, we have musicals and thrillers. And then below that, this is all the kids' stuff. We don't really care too much about that. That's for the little kidlets, but I do appreciate that I've got some Ernest and Addams Family in there, so woot! This is where I also keep my non-horror holiday, like you see some Christmas in there, we've got Hocus Pocus and stuff, so we've got a little bit of Halloween, a little bit of Christmas, but it's pretty much child-friendly stuff on this shelf. Now we get to the good stuff. Now we're into the horror. So, in this particular shelf, this is where I keep subgenres. So here you can see we have sharks, and then we move into zombies. Then we move into things like ghosts and possessions. Then after ghosts and possessions, we have vampires. And I love my vampires. Then from there, we go into franchises and collections. So as you can see, I keep all of my franchises up here. The Resident Evils, I also consider not just a franchise. This is the franchise here, but then these are all the CGI movies. So it's a franchise/collection. And then I have a double of Psycho, that's a 4K, whereas this is a DVD collection of all the Psycho movies. But we'll get more into the ins and outs of my collection another day. We're just kind of showing off. I do have a steelbook for Scream 2 coming, so that will be new. And then still with the franchises. And then from here, it's a collection of Stephen King's. And then we have more basically franchises, collections kind of thing, where it's just, you know, the two-part sequel. Oh yes, there's my Rob Zombie collection. Then we kind of get into another subgenre thing where it's like home invasions. Got a couple of found footage, a couple of musicals. Then we have John Carpenter, and then we get into classics, and then it just kind of goes from there, where it's just like random. And then we have one more shelf down here, and I have to clean off the bottom shelf of this case because obviously I need to put more DVDs and stuff down there, but the bottom shelf is not cleared off for that yet. So that is that collection. So from there, now we have my TV shows. So I have a couple on this shelf. This shelf will probably get fleshed out a little bit more as I get more TV shows. But we have that, and that is because this shelf of TV shows is completely taken up. So cannot fit any more on there unless I stick some stuff up here, but I don't really like that for TV shows. I don't know, it just doesn't work for me. I'm currently doing a Buffy watch now. My last watch, well, I suppose I did Hill House after the X-Files, and now I'm on Buffy. So that's my TV shows. And then down here we have all of my sci-fi, which also includes some sci-fi horror as well. It's just if I consider it to be a bit more sci-fi than horror, or if it's like equal parts sci-fi and horror, something like that, it goes here. So we've got Event Horizon, Flatliners, I've got both of those. Dark City, I suppose, maybe Signs would be considered horror sci-fi as well. I'm not 100% sure, I haven't seen that one yet. But anyway, so this is my sci-fi. And then the very last shelf, this is my holiday horror. So as you can see, I start off with Valentine's Day. I have Thanksgiving before Halloween because I am Canadian and we celebrate Thanksgiving in October. So that makes the transition from Halloween to Christmas easier, because where Terrifier 3 is a Christmas movie and Terrifier 2 is a Halloween movie, at least this way I can still keep them together. I do have Scrooged and Fat Man on there. I know they're not particularly horror per se, but they're not exactly kid-friendly either, so that's why I have them here. And that is that. So that's my overall collection as it is right now. Like I said, I am waiting for a Scream 2 Steelbook. I am going to be doing videos focusing on my Steelbooks because they're so beautiful. Y'all deserve to see the ins and outs of those things. They're incredible. So I'm excited to be doing those. Let me know what kind of reviews maybe you'd like to see. And also let me know what maybe format you'd like to see the Steelbooks in. Do you want like separate short videos per Steelbook, or would you like to see like a couple of Steelbook collections that I have, like Scream, Evil Dead, stuff like that? If you'd like to see them all in one video kind of thing, let me know your thoughts in the comments. This is just a hobby for me. I'm not looking to get rich quick or become some social media star. I don't care. I just like the idea of showing off my collection, and I know other collectors love to see other people's collections too. So that's why I'm doing this. So again, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you checking out my channel and looking at my collection, and I hope to entertain you. Thank you. Stay spooky.